So, have you ever looked into getting a 2D animation made and just been totally floored by the prices? One quote comes in at a few $100s, the next one's a few thousand, and then another one is, well, way, way more. It's a massive range, and frankly, it's confusing. Today, we're gonna clear all that up. You see, these three price points aren't just random. They actually line up almost perfectly with three completely different types of service. You've got your freelance option, your small studio, and then your high-end professional agency. Let's dig into what you actually get with each one, starting at the bottom. Let's start with the most accessible route, the $100 freelancer. So the DNA of a $100 animation is really all about speed and templates. The animator is almost certainly using some kind of cloud-based software that has a huge library of pre-made stuff. We're talking simple characters, basic backgrounds, designed to get you a result that looks pretty good and to get it to you fast. But here's the catch. For that low price, you are getting only the animation service. That means you have to bring everything else to the table. You write the script, find and pay for the voiceover artist and the music. And custom branding? Forget it. So here's the most important thing to remember. At this price point, you are the project manager. So what happens when you need something more custom? Something that actually matches your brand? Well, that brings us up to the next level, which for a lot of businesses is kind of the sweet spot, the small animation studio. Now we're taking a pretty big leap here, up to around $1,000 per minute. Yeah, it's a tenfold increase, but what you get in return is a massive upgrade in service, in quality, and most importantly, in customization. This is where you wave goodbye to the world of templates. A small studio is going to give you a completely tailor-made product. They create unique concept art from scratch, just for you, making sure everything from the colors to the character designs fits your brand perfectly. You're not just hiring one person anymore, you're getting a whole team, and you get a dedicated production manager who is your one and only point of contact. And that team, they handle the entire production process for you. They're not just animating, they're doing the script writing, the storyboarding, creating all the custom illustrations, and then putting it all together with animation and sound. It's a complete hands-off process for you. Okay, but what if you need the absolute best of the best? We're talking the highest level of polish for a really high-stakes project. That brings us to our final tier, the full-blown professional studio. A single minute from a top-tier pro studio, it can start at $8,000 and climb all the way to $50,000, or sometimes even more. This is the price you pay for broadcast quality, truly premium, grade A work. And to make that real, just think about those amazing, super polished educational videos from TED-Ed. That is exactly the level of quality we're talking about here. They work with professional studios to create that signature, beautiful, eye-catching style. It's a serious investment, but it's an investment in world-class storytelling. But besides just the type of team you're hiring, what are the specific things that make these prices vary so wildly? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. First up, style complexity. A simple stick figure on a white background is one thing, but a detailed city street with 5 different characters walking, talking, and interacting, that is a whole different universe of work. Every little detail, every extra movement adds hours and hours of skilled labor to the project. Next is the obvious one, right? The length of the video. A 2-minute video is basically double the work of a 1-minute video. That goes for every single stage, scripting, drawing, animating, all of it. And don't forget all the add-ons. Do you need a professional voice actor with that perfect, buttery voice? Or maybe a custom music track? How about translations into 3 other languages for a global launch? Each of these is a separate service with its own price tag. But the single biggest factor, well, it might actually surprise you. It often just comes down to one word: geography. A studio based in New York or London just has way higher costs than a studio in, say, Southeast Asia. It's that simple. It's all about overhead and cost of living. So, the big question is, which one of these paths is the right fit for you and for your project? Okay, let's just lay it all out. If you need something quick, simple, and having it perfectly on brand isn't a huge deal, then the freelancer path is fantastic. Just be ready to put on that project manager hat. Now, if you're aiming for Super Bowl commercial quality for a huge launch, you need a pro studio and the budget that comes with it. But for pretty much everyone in between, that small studio at around $1,000 a minute really is the sweet spot. It offers the best mix of custom quality, full service, and overall value. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. When you look at your project, What is it really? Is it a quick sketch on a napkin just to get an idea across? Is it a detailed custom blueprint that has to perfectly represent your brand? Or is it a Hollywood blockbuster that needs to blow everyone away? Your answer to that question will tell you exactly where you need to start.